Hey guys, Tony Jones here. Morning. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning here down in Phoenix, Arizona. Almost Christmas. And I am a shuttle mechanic here for AZ Shuttle Select. I am going to show you guys that have 40 Econoline vans with the digital display here how to do a performance check on the dashboard cluster. All right, give me a second to set my phone down. Basically, what I'm going to do is hold down the odometer reset button. Turn the key on, but don't start the vehicle. It's going to go to engineering test mode. You see that? All right. Now it's going to gauge test. You'll see the needle sweep. Of course, once it goes into engineering mode, you can let the button go. All right. It's checking all of the gauge needles. And basically, that's a good place to start. If you have an issue with your fuel pump gauge or one of the gauges here, odometer, tachometer, or if you want to just go through it and check everything else that this system has to offer. So every time you press the button, it's now lighting up all of the little LEDs on the dashboard display. Press it again, telltale test. All light warnings, indicators are lit to do a bulb test. Part number. Every time you press it, it's taking you through different things. Some of those things is just basically information on the computer system itself. All right. Just in case you need to replace the module or actually the whole cluster, this is information that it's going to need. Now, this is important. Data trouble code none. You're basically doing a diagnostic on the instrument cluster. And if there was a problem with any of those circuits, it would tell you. All right. Vehicle speed, of course, we're not moving. Of course, engine's not running. So the oil pressure will probably be 0 also. And every time you press it, it just takes you through from a different display to another. All right, so I am just pressing it. And I think this is pretty cool. Some people never knew this existed on these vehicles. This is one of the things they do when they build the vehicle at the factory. They have to go through this, and the way these vehicles are designed, believe it or not, they're designed in such a way that you can do a lot of self-tests on different parts of the vehicle and its systems without even using a scan tool. All right, and it just goes back to the beginning. Gauge test again is sweeping the needles. I don't know if you can see the fuel gauges and the temperature gauge, but they're moving too. All right, and this is a good place to start. If you, like I say, have an issue with your fuel gauge not working, which is common on Fords, most people will tell you to go to the circuit for the gauge back by the gas tank and either power it or ground it, depending on which one you use, to see if it works. But this is a quicker way of testing it, all right? And this is one of the tests that I do every month on these vehicles just to make sure that it's safe, it's up to DOT specs, and so on and so forth. So that's my spill for this morning. And to exit out of this test program, you basically just turn the key back off. All right, this is Tony Jones, and I'm out.